Should Tom Brady be allowed to be both NFL owner and broadcaster?
No way. This is so wrong. It's such a bad look for everybody involved, starting with Tom Brady. And I defended him for years. He is the runaway GOAT, was as a quarterback. And now in retirement, the runaway GOAT is trying to flex and flaunt like he's the GOAT. He's bullying this league. He's bigfooting this league because, remember, he took a deal to work for a network I used to work for, Fox, 10 years for $375 million. Then he turned right around on top of that, and he bought 5% of the now Las Vegas Raiders. 5% is worth $400 million. So this is significant. Yeah, this is a significant chunk. Now, if he had just remained in the shadows with the Raiders and made it clear this was just an investment, I'm going to be an absentee owner, a silent partner to Mark Davis, I'm going to stay completely out of the way, maybe you could make it fly.
Yeah, he's meeting 2 to 3 times a week right now with the coaching staff.
Okay, and so now I fell out of my chair last night when I saw him sitting in the coach's box in coat and tie, which was weird, but with a headset on. So Pete Carroll said he talks to me several times a week. He talks to Chip Kelly several times a week. He is blatantly FUing the entire league and my former network because his duties as a Fox broadcaster require him, allow him, without any connection with the Raiders, to obviously interview all of you the day before he would commentate on your game.
Right.
And in that session, as we saw with Tony Romo early on in his broadcast career, Tony thrived on that session because the players and coaches are going to confide in you. They're going to level with you. They're going to open up to you and say, Tony, we've got a trick play, or we've got a play that we really love in this 3rd and long situation, whatever it might be, they're going to spill to Tony Romo in confidence that he won't say where he got it from, but it will enlighten him and allow him to be much better in predicting plays on the telecast than he wouldn't be.
That they know that Tom Brady also owns the Raiders? I'm not, as a coach, I'm not going to be as open.
Yes.
I'm
okay, well now,
he needs to know.
so they dropped it this year and they allowed him to actually participate in the session remotely.
Yeah, right.
Remotely. And now, if I'm the Bears, I am shutting up, man.
Yeah.
I am closing down. I'm going to say, yep, nope, because it's going to handicap Tom in doing his job on Fox. He should just drop the Fox deal. He wants to be an owner and an operator of the franchise. Go do that. It's a $400 million chunk. What do you need? $375 million more.
Oh, you sound crazy, Skip.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
We all can use that little extra $375.
Okay, you don't think he's got it? Okay, he's got it. He's got
to your
the money.
point, Skip. Okay.
Yep.
Fox is an ex-colleague of mine, too. I used to work for Fox, believe it or not.
Once upon a time.
And I actually called some games and been a part of these production meetings as well, Skip. And you don't get shit from these production meetings. We, as players, are so programmed, we don't tell you shit. We give you the bullshittest answer that we can possibly give you because
jokes,
we don't even want to be here. Keith, you got production meeting. Fuck, man, I'm trying to go, bruh. All right, hurry up. Yeah, we do. I give you bullshit. We don't give you anything. Only way you get a little piece of something is if you can go to the practice and you see them practicing. Now I can use that for the game. Yep, I seen them working on this yesterday at 3rd down at practice. That's where I get my info from being at practice.
Okay.
They don't let Tom Brady go to practice.
They don't let him go.
So that's the answer right there. You don't let him go to practice, I guarantee you he don't get shit from the production meetings.
So you're fine with
wait a second.
It don't make no difference.
And he can't say shit on the broadcast.
He can't.
Because he cannot, as an owner, criticize any player or any referee or any coach. So he is all-time bad at broadcasting. I have to turn down the sound because it is so vanilla and so predictable and so Captain Obvious that I can't listen to him anymore. It's embarrassing to Fox to have him on as their lead
But that's your opinion, Skip. I actually like listening to Tom.
You do?
Because he knows football, period.
He's talking the game.
Exactly, he talking the game.
Because he might not be the one who gets all the pre-info, and I talked to him this week, and he don't need all that. He the go.
He don't need
that.
He got
a microprocessor, so he watching this. He like,
you know why?
And think about what made Tony Romo get all this money. people was crowning Tony Romo for saying he was calling out stuff before it happened. He was breaking down, this is what the quarterback is looking at. This is what he should be doing, this, and this. So if Tony Romo can do it, they said, I'm going to go get an A-list athlete and celebrity that everybody's going to want to tune in to listen to because he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
So if he's talking the game, everybody going to listen.
And you know why it sounds like that, Skip? Because, and I was with Tom in a ton of meetings in New England, is because he has to water that down. If he wanted to say what he was really seeing and speak the language that you speak in the meeting room, no one would understand. So I think where he struggles right now, and I think he's a great broadcaster. I love listening to him. But where he struggles is he wants to say, this is fire zone cover 2 with the 2B behind, all these different things that you use as terminology in the meeting room. Can't do that. You've got to break it down so that the average listener can understand. So that's where I think he struggles. But he sees the game differently.
I don't even think he's struggling there, though. If he knows it's cover 2 and they throw a corner route, he's going to say, hey, this corner got to get back to this flat.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady knows out the gate like that.
What? No,
out the gate, he knows. This corner got to, he say exactly what he needed to say during the game. Who fault was that? Tom Brady gonna tell you who fault that was. What they thinking about running? What they think is 4th and 1 or 3rd in this situation? Shit, I would be thinking this. Tom Brady knows what the whole NFL is considering.
All I ever hear is that was an A+ throw. Really? I saw that.
When people get in certain situations, and then when people get in certain situations, he can say, hey, listen, when you in this situation, fourth quarter coming up, he got this. He probably on the sideline thinking this, and this. Like, he can tell
He know that.
Like, he know all of that.
But as far as wearing 2 hats, Skip, if he's the owner and they want him to help, shit, he paid for that shit. He want him to win. That's his team.
Yeah.
And when he's calling games, bro, it's not like he's gaining an advantage for the Bears. Y'all play the Raiders play the Bears coming up. Tom's not gaining no advantage from them production means because, just like Kenzie said, I'm not going to tell you nothing. Even if he wasn't playing the Bears, they still not going to tell us nothing. I used to be like, bro, these production means are bullshit, bro, because they don't fucking tell us nothing.
I'm sitting over here worried, though, because I didn't get the memo as a rookie. I was in that bitch singing in the production meeting. We're running this, and this is what, I thought I was telling everybody what I needed to tell them, right? And I'm sitting there like,
I was going to say, it's a personality type.
Those production meetings, this is when it happened. That's what a lot of people don't know. It happened on a Friday.
Right.
Yep.
After you done had Fast Friday, you ready to go home. I've been practicing all week. Like, oh, yeah, you got production.
But that's a player-to-player.
And then away games, you get to the hotel, and they're like, hey, go in the conference
room. As soon as you get off the bus, they take you upstairs to this room.
But see,
I don't know what Cody was on, but I would never go and say, the most thing you're going to get, Lieb, is you matching? Yeah, I'm a matching. That's it.
It's
That's all you can get from me. What y'all going to do? What's your third down plan? Come on, fam. What I look like telling you my third down plan?
I didn't talk scheme at all. I never talked about my team. I always talk about the other team. I show them praise, say whatever. If I talk about my team, it's just to praise him as a teammate. Yeah, this is what he do good. I love him as a teammate, this and this. Man, but scheme?
Man, we programmed.
I was in there. What's the defense look like?
I bet you ain't do that shit with New England. You did that with New England?
No, I didn't start in New England.
All right, that's what I'm saying. I bet you ain't do that shit with New England.
But it wasn't like I was telling them what we're doing, but they would ask, hey, this is what they like to do on defense. How are you going to attack it? I'm like, oh, yeah, we got to check with me this week. We're going to run it to 3 tech. We're going to OP. Thinking I'm flexing what I'm talking.
You ain't going to find too many Codys.
I got some phone calls.
But Tom, he up there. He in there and he's talking. You got to think. If you have, they let that lady in Indy, she on the field with a headset running laps and stuff, and I want to hear and make sure what they calling and this and this. If she doing that, man, you seen that. I just want to make sure that my investment is, man, all right. Tom is in the booth. This is Tom Brady. He's listening in. He telling, hey, Pete, tell Gino, man, heck no. What is you looking like? This is what you get from Tom. He ain't getting no advantage.
Maybe they just didn't trust you, right? The players and coaches. They said, we aren't telling him anything.
But they don't tell nobody this shit, though.
Hey, quarterback to quarterback.
I've been on both sides of
Tony Romo to whoever the starting quarterback is, they will confide.
Hell no.
Head coach, yes.
Tony Romo actually goes to practice, and if you go to practice now, you can see when they say, third down, you can see, okay, they're working on this. Okay, this is how they're going to try to beat this team on third down. You can take some little notes. That's why they open the doors for the team who calling the game. Y'all come to practice so y'all can get that little bit of insight. You know what I'm saying? That's where Tony get all this shit from.
No, Tony is the best because he has been told confidentially, and he indicates that when he's doing his commentary. I heard that, blah, blah, blah.
But what kind of stuff are you saying? I heard that on 1st and 10, they want to attack this guy.
Yeah.
Like Tony not even saying that on. He's not saying that.
Like, let's be real. Tony is saying the obvious thing.
Tony's saying the
No,
most
he's not.
bullshit.
He's saying the obvious thing.
It's not obvious.
You a quarterback.
to an extent.
When you listen to Tony, is
It's
he
like-
not just saying in third
It's not
down,
for
this
us.
is what he should be thinking?
It's not for us.
Because there's so many games within a game, right? If it's 3rd and 1 to 3, you know what they're going to call. If it's
That's
3rd
what
and
I'm
2 to
saying,
4,
like,
I know
He's
what
not,
I
Tony's
most
not
likely
talking
know
to
what they're
us.
going to do.
He's talking to the fans. He's not talking to the football heads because we like Tony.
man,
Everybody fucking know that.
We know that. We clearly get that was about. They probably thinking draw on this play. We
Yeah.
know that, Tony.
And then you hear
Drive starters don't expect a screen or a draw here in 2 minutes. Like Tony, we fucking all know that, but the regular fans might not know that. You know what I'm saying? So when they run a screen, they're like, "Oh shit, how Tony know that?" Everybody who plays the league know that.
If you know anything about Tom, he really be just trying to refrain from calling a lot of people trash. Like Tom in that booth, like that
He
reason.
can't call anybody trash.
He can't.
It's against
but
the law.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
like when Tom he's so blunt, like he just so. I'm telling he in that booth, he's doing his.
There's
best to
no
keep it
blunt.
vanilla, but he.
You've heard it, but nobody, they've never heard it.
To Tom?
Tom, how blunt
Tom
he can be.
Yeah, he'll
Oh.
call you out. No, he will.
No, he can't do it up there.
No.
That's what I'm saying. And it's tough to do that when you call the game. He probably thinking that was stupid. Why would you do?
Well, he's
But
thinking it, but he's not saying
He
it.
can't.
Well, Tony Romo is 10 times better broadcaster than Tom Brady. 10 times
You
better.
guys said you liked Tom.
He's
You
a
like
cowboy.
listening to Tom.
He's been doing it
I like
longer.
Tom.
Yeah,
I like Tom.
Cowboy.
I think they both
Cowboy.
good.
So
Well-
my question is this, though.
I think
you
Tony
made a good
did
point
it.
because you'd see Thursday or Friday when you're doing walkthroughs or you're at practice, that production crew would come in secretly,
yeah.
close practice, no one else can be
Yep.
there, and they would watch from the sideline. Is it just Tom that can't go to that, or is it his entire
It's just
production
Tom.
crew?
Tom
So
can't
you
go
know,
there.
though, after that gets done, okay, Tom can't come because we're following the rules. As soon as that gets done, they're on the phone with his ass saying, Tom, this is what we saw, this, and this, and that. And I mean, hopefully they
Man,
don't.
hell
but
no.
You can't. He's
getting
Okay.
information.
Tom is still.
All right,
he ain't been doing this. that
let me
long.
go back in time a little bit. There was this guy named John Madden who's a pretty good broadcaster. I don't know if you remember him. Is he before your time? John Madden?
I think we know. Yeah.
You think you remember him?
Yeah.
We know John.
No, John.
So I knew him very well, and I knew Pat Summerall better. And I went to several practices over years with them, and the coaches and the quarterback would come over to them on the sideline and spill to them, confide in both of them because they trusted both of them in ways nobody's ever going to trust Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. Now, Madden knew because they told him what was what, and he could speak it in layman's terms for the common fan.
Right.
But you got it because he's giving you the skinny. He's giving you the inside look in layman's terms, and he was the greatest ever because of that, because the coaches and the quarterback, it's those two.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to get what's what coming
But
up.
I don't think they do that no more, Skip. I'm
Okay.
telling you.
All right.
I mean, it's John.
I don't
Madden,
think they.
too.
I don't think they give you that information.
Yeah.
Whatever you get, if you go to practice and you see them in the red zone and they working on this throwback, reverse pass,
Yeah.
you can say, okay, bet they got this. And then when they do it in the game, hey, they was working on this in practice on Thursday. They dropped it actually in practice on Thursday 3 times and they redid it 4 times. Like you get that info from being there.
Yeah,
Like we so
okay.
programmed, not like the game
All
is
right,
different.
well,
the game is
to your
different
point-
than when Madden
to
was
your
calling
But Brady
games.
can't be there.
Yeah, I think
to your point-
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
hinders
so he
him.
just got to use his knowledge of the
Madden
game to be. He got to use something else.
It's some people that could just that wall that you got up. Some people you just like. It's John Madden. If you go up to, you ain't got this wall up with Madden. So you know.
And then we can listen to John Madden games. It ain't like John was just breaking shit down. He was like, you get a boom here and the wham here, and it was just entertaining this
It's
shit.
entertaining
It wasn't
as
like he was
fuck,
just breaking
man.
the whole fucking game down, though, Skip. Like, come on.
Romo really kind of broke the seal with that. No one had heard what Romo has ever done before, and then people were like, we love this, and then they wanted him to do it more.
Well, 60% of the chat says that Tom Brady should be able to do both.
Yeah.
So they're with
Hey.
you.
Man, that chat is thinking 375, 400.